answer. Same thing with the stimulus bill. We can continue going this way if we continue to support policies that are from the past. We're going to get what we got in the past. It's important for us to keep going forward with what works. We know the stimulus didn't work. We need to improve on the access and the rules that happen. What did we do with that? We cannot turn the clock back to 2008. It doesn't help us. So a true leader doesn't play politics with the well-being of his or her constituents. And that's where what I see is happening. I don't see the leadership, particularly on the right now, helping us at all. They're focusing on what they want. As your leader, I will focus on the economy and bringing that growth and opportunity for everyday Americans. This means supporting small businesses, and that means small business, 25 employees or fewer. That's where 65% of all new opportunities come from. This means I make sure we invest in our infrastructure because without roads, bridges, communications, and energy, our businesses cannot compete. And in my first term, I promised to introduce a bill that will reduce the influence of money on political campaigns and return control to the people. Lastly, I'll focus my energy on representing you. I will not follow the party line. I will vote for what you need. I will not lobby for a job while in your service. I will lead you the way you deserve to be led, practically, intelligently, and honestly. So thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Jim. My thanks again to Dickinson and all the sponsors for putting this together and for all of you coming out, showing your interest in the process. What this is all about, the American people. It's been quite an honor to have the privilege of representing my home community for the last 10 years in Congress. It's actually been a very humbling experience as a kid from a middle-class family to be allowed the trust of my fellow citizens. And my mom was here. She would certainly tell you for me, so I might as well admit it, that I'm not perfect. Did I tell you that every vote I cast isn't absolutely 100% right? Of course not. I'm not perfect. But what I can tell you that every day you've given me the trust to represent this district, to serve our nation and all of you, my fellow citizens. I have sought to be perfect each and every day, to be about you, the people, about our nation. I am a very proud Republican. I've been active in my party for 34 years, since I was 14, but never blindly so. For my first term in office, when my predecessor criticized me because there was a Republican office holder, I contributed to a Democratic candidate for the mayor of the city of York and said, I like the Republican, but the Democrat's better qualified. He's the right person for the job. My actions are what I ask you to judge me on. Not campaign rhetoric for me or anyone else, for me or against me. My actions. And I think you look at my actions and how I run my campaigns, no PAC contributions. I spend a lot less money than a typical campaign spends millions. I don't spend a fraction of that. Only from individuals, grassroots. I come home to my citizens every night. That's great because I'm under the same roof as my wife and children every night, but also because I buy my gas where you buy your gas, and I shop in the same stores, and I coach Little League in the same fields as the families of this district. I get constant feedback because it's about you. The more connected I am to you, the better. My parents raised 5 of us kids. They instill some great values. Work hard, be honest, stand up for what you believe is right. It's what guides me every day as a father, as a husband, as a congressman, as a citizen. My final comment is one that we didn't get a chance to go into in any detail, but we need to address, and I'll do it quickly. We are a nation at war. We expressed appreciation for those serving us past and present, but we didn't get into discussion about the threat that is still out there. We have heroic men and women in Iraq and Afghanistan and around the world. It's because of their service of keeping the enemy on the defense that we're at peace here at home. The last 9 years and 4 days, 2 days, of peace here at home didn't just happen. It's because of the heroic efforts of men and women in uniform, far from home, as well as those here at home, law enforcement, intelligence community, and others. As we go forward, my pledge to you is I will seek to serve you the rest of this term and give me the privilege for another 2 years with the same honor, dedication, and love of this country that those men and women in uniform do every day. It's because of them that we're free. God bless them and their families, and thanks for being here. God bless them. Thank you.
With that, I would like to once again thank the debaters tonight. tonight. Mr. Monighan and Mr. Sanders, thanks for running, for standing up for what you believe in. Congressman Platts, there's a lot of representatives around this country at the state and federal level who don't have time to do this kind of thing. So we appreciate your one that does make time to come home and face the voters and answer questions and be a representative in the true spirit of that word. Also, let me take a quick opportunity to thank the Greater Carlisle Area Chamber of Commerce, the League of Women Voters of LWCA. They didn't have to do this either, but they think of this as an important part of our democratic process. It is. They go out, they organize, they browbeat these guys to death, and they get here, they compose the questions, they sponsor these things, and they're also a really important part of our democracy. So I thank them. And I also thank all of you. You didn't have to come out tonight. You were well behaved for the most part. So let's give yourselves a round of applause for being part of the democratic process. Thanks for coming. The debaters will all be here for a couple minutes if anybody wants to grab a question.